Not everyone is in this season, but if you are, God is setting you apart for something major. And the reason it feels uncomfortable is because separation always comes before elevation. What feels like delay, pressure, or isolation right now is often God clearing space, so the blessing doesn't get contaminated by what can't go with you. Sign number 1, unusual pressure. Without clear explanation, one of the first hidden signs God is preparing you for a major blessing is pressure, but not the kind you can logically explain. You're not rebelling. You're not running from God. You're actually trying harder than before. Yet the pressure increases. That's because pressure is how God builds capacity. Before God adds more influence, more responsibility, or more favor, He strengthens what's unseen. Your patience, your discipline, your ability to trust Him when nothing makes sense. Isaiah 48:10 says, "I have refined you. I have tested you in the furnace of affliction." A furnace isn't punishment, it's preparation. It reveals weak areas so they can be strengthened before promotion exposes them. God knows what's coming next in your life, and the pressure you feel now is proof He's preparing you to carry it without breaking. Sign number 2, God begins removing people and options. Another hidden sign God is preparing you for a major blessing is that certain people and options quietly disappear from your life. Conversations change, relationships fade, doors you once relied on close, even when you didn't ask for it. This isn't rejection, it's protection. Before God elevates you, He simplifies your environment. Not everyone can go where God is taking you, and some options would distract you from what's next. Genesis 12:1 says, "The Lord had said to Abram, 'Go from your country, your people, and your father's household to the land I will show you.'" God didn't give Abram the destination first. He required separation before revelation. If your circle is shrinking, if your backup plans are disappearing, if your comfort zones are being removed, God may be narrowing your path because the blessing ahead requires focus, obedience, and trust, not options. Sign number 3, you feel a strong inner shift you can't ignore. Another sign is an internal shift, something changing inside you before anything changes around you. You can't fully explain it, but deep down, you know you're not the same person anymore. Old desires don't satisfy you. Certain conversations feel empty. There's a stronger pull toward prayer, obedience, and alignment with God. That discomfort isn't confusion. It's God rewiring your desires. Isaiah 43:19 says, "See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it?" Before God changes your situation, He changes your appetite. Because if your heart doesn't shift first, the blessing becomes a burden. This inner restlessness is proof the old season is losing its hold and something new is already forming. Sign number 4, resistance increases right when you decide to obey. Resistance shows up the moment you commit fully to obedience. The moment you decide to pray more, distractions multiply. The moment you choose discipline, temptation intensifies. The moment you say yes to God, opposition appears. That's not coincidence, that's confirmation. 1 Peter 5:8 says, "Your enemy the devil prowls around like a roaring lion looking for someone to devour." Resistance often increases because the enemy recognizes movement before you see results. If nothing important were coming, there would be no fight. The pushback is proof you're stepping into territory that matters. God allows resistance not to stop you, but to train you to stand firm when the blessing arrives. Sign number 5, God starts giving you small wins. Before the big breakthrough, one of the last signs is that small victories begin showing up quietly. Nothing dramatic yet, no public breakthrough, no massive announcement, but things start working just enough to remind you God is present. A prayer gets answered, not the big one, but a small one. An opportunity opens, not the final door, but a confirming one. Peace shows up in places that used to feel heavy. These are previews, not the promise. Zechariah 4:10 says, Do not despise these small beginnings, for the Lord rejoices to see the work begin. God often releases confirmation before completion. Small wins build trust, sharpen discernment, and prepare your faith for what's next. If you're seeing subtle progress after a long season of pressure, it's often because God is signaling, I'm not done, I'm just getting started. If you recognized yourself in even one of these signs, this isn't coincidence, it's confirmation. God doesn't prepare people like this unless something real is coming. The danger isn't that the blessing won't arrive, it's that people grow weary right before it does. Galatians 6:9 says, "Let us not grow weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up." So here's the question. Will you stay obedient even if the timing still doesn't make sense? Type "I'm ready" in the comments if you're choosing faith over frustration, and stay connected because the next message may explain why the delay had to happen.